Right then, folks, welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League. Here we are. As you can see, we are top of League 2 still, 6 points clear. Today is a massive day because if we get so much as a draw at Leyton Orient, we are champions. So, you was last with us for the result at Exeter. We've only played one game since then. It was actually a 2-2 draw at home. Against Northampton. Very, very disappointing. We played very, very well. And the story of the game was we're 2-0 up and we just give it away. Last 20 minutes we absolutely crumbled. So I don't know whether maybe the pressure is getting to the boys. So we'll get into the game today. We shall hopefully be crowned as champions. If we are, I'll play the next 2 games off the stream and then I'll go through the end of season review afterwards. I'm excited. Like, we know we're going up regardless of what happens. We're definitely in League 1 next season. But if we can guarantee that we're going up as champions as well, should really hit next season with, well, we should hit the ground running. That is just what we should do. Now, transfers. We have got coming in a very good youngster from Chelsea's under 18 squad. Alfie Gilchrist. Fantastic. 5'11". Little bit small on the side for a centre-back, but we're going to need to make some really good signings for next season. Now, he's currently touted at League 2 level, but he's got the potential to be a Premier League defender. So, he will come in and literally be, straight away, our best defender. Hopefully, during the summer, we can make a few more signings along the same lines and really shore up shop. Right then, without further ado, let's get into the game this afternoon. So here we are then, just before the game, away at Leyton Orient. We are going with our regular 11 of Cover, Tricker, Piggott, Hughes, Osborne, Cole, McGee, Sparrow, Cox and Will Russ up front. If Russ bags today, he will equal our all-time goal scoring record for a season, which currently stands at 25 goals. He's on 24, so let's hope that he can bag a few and break that for him. In we go then. We know where we are. We're going to have no fancy screens, but we may well get a celebratory screen at the end of this game, hopefully. And we'll be looking to go up as champions. Pump the fists, we will say. It's important how the match ends for us. Give it your all. Oh, we are going to get the fancy screens. So, this is how then Leyton Orient are lining up. 4-2-2-2. Really nice formation, in fairness. We are in different form, as you can see. A draw, win, loss, win, draw, win. Very topsy-turvy ever since we had the news that we were getting up. And the fact, really, we've kind of dipped off since we knew that we was guaranteed a promotion, like a playoff place. Words sometimes just absolutely escape me. So, here we are, and first 5 minutes, absolutely nothing happening for either side. Just clock dwindling away, 15 minutes into the game. We've had a few chances, but nothing that's been really highlight worthy. Ball comes out then. Cox brings it forward. He's got Will Russ in front of him. Decides to take it round. He goes round his man quite well there, and then the defender really gets back well. Boyd Munster down the left-hand side plays it through for Satreu. Felipe comes out and collects really well. Felipe goes long for Russ, doesn't get there. Obviously, ball's over the top of not really Will Russ's strong point. Tricker does get it clear, only as far as Anderton. Simons then. Oh, Cox with a brilliant interception. Finds Reece Cole. Reece Cole inside for McGee. Lovely ball for Will Russ. And had he have finished that, that would have been a really nicely worked goal. But next season, I'm still not sure whether we're going to go with the 4-3-3 or whether we're going to stick with the 4-2-3-1. Oh no, the poor clearance by Piggott there. In the end, it doesn't matter. We're not punished for it, but that could have been really bad for us. So I'm not quite sure whether next season we're going to try and shore up a little bit, or whether we're going to make the signings and still go attacking and try and get maybe into the Championship. But I think that's going to be a really, really big ask. I didn't expect us, I've said this plenty of times in the series, didn't expect us, honestly, to be going into League One this season. I thought that we'd have a season in League Two first. So maybe it's a step too big a step too early, I don't know, but we'll find out, won't we? Well, we've got a good solid team. We'll get there. I do think that we'll get there. We've got a quality squad. I don't think it's a squad that would struggle in League Two, and I'm hoping that as we stand, we are at least a mid-table side. I'm going to say, what am I going to say here? Give everything you've got. Come on, boys. Go out there and get the job done. I mean, a draw for us even here, in fairness, sees us go up as champions, but nobody wants to be champions on a draw. You want good, solid win, a victory. And at the moment, there's just nothing happening. Reece Cole is playing really, really badly as well. 65 minutes in. The man who is normally so consistent for us in the midfield, playing absolutely appallingly. It's just not good enough. Off he comes. In comes James Ball. And we'll swap Ball and Jamie Osborne around. And do we bring anybody else in? Sparrow's tired and he's not playing well. McGee's tired and he's not playing well. We're going to make early changes here. I wouldn't normally do 3 changes at 60 minutes, but desperate times call for desperate measures. There's Wilson and Aaron Sibia. Aaron Sibia can maybe go on the left-hand side rather, I don't know. Brings his quality up, but it drops Wilson's quality down. He's not used to playing in the centre. We'll keep Wilson out wide. We'll play Aaron Sibia through the centre and hope that we can just... We shouldn't really be nicking a goal against Leyton Orient. We've been the better side, and we should really be cementing that. Osborne brings the football forward. Piggott over the top. Again, we're not playing to our own strengths at the moment. I don't know what's going on with the squad. Their mentality is just completely and utterly changed. We was playing the ball lovely on the floor early in the season, and ever since we got that guaranteed playoff place, they're just deciding to do their own thing, which is not really a good thing. Gonna have to pull the reins in, I think, at the end of the season and say, what the bloody hell is going on, boys? Fitness levels as well now are really dropping off. We played a lot of football this season. Don't forget we had quite a good run in the FA Cup. Osborne then finds James Ball. Back to Osborne. Inside to Cox. Finds Aaron Sibia. Back to Ball. Over the top for cover. Cover's in here. Oh, he hits the post. Went for the near side shot rather than pulling it across. He got 3 players in the box. Bad decision, but I mean, he tried, didn't he? You can only ask for him to try. That is all we can do. And it looks like it's going to just wind down here to a 0-0 ball draw. And that's not the best way to end the season, is it? So, 16 attempts on goal, not even half of them on target, slightly better possession, more fouls, which is not a great thing, less corners, more yellow cards. Pass percentage completion as well, look, has dropped. We're normally well in the mid to the high 80s and down to 78%. This has all got to do with the fact that the ball is being played more direct and we don't like it. Well done, lads. You've sealed the title with your performance today. I mean, we can't slate them for a draw away from home and the fact that it's made us champions. So, yeah. Right. So we are champions. We never got the celebratory screen. That's a little bit shoddy, but we'll be back very, very shortly with all the info and the rundown of how things have gone this season. See you in a minute, folks. And here we are then for the end of season expectations. So, our end of season review. We go straight into the new arrivals who are up here. PC, thank you. Best of the crop then, apparently, Will Young. Will Russ, I just read that he was a young striker there. Sorry, guys. Will Russ, our star of the show, 39 appearances, 23 goals, 7 assists, average rating of 7.11. George Felipe then played very well, 21 appearances. Obviously, he's not going to have scored many goals because he's a goalkeeper. What did I think of it? A B plus, a B minus for Will Russ, B minus for Felipe. Adam Wilson then, 23 games for us, 14 appearances as a substitute, 7 goals and 8 assists, really not bad. Leston Hughes from Man United, 40 appearances this season, folks, 2 goals and 10 assists, really good from the right back, really good. Ronnie Coley, the youngster from Guiseley, 4 appearances starting, 16 appearances from the bench, 1 goal, 2 assists. Really, really not bad for a 17-year-old. He was 16 when he joined us, so we can't complain. Tizard has only played 14 games for us, really has ended up being a bit of a backup option. Same with Iagoke from Arsenal, 15 appearances, done very well. Ethan Burnett, we were really disappointed with this season, it's got to be said. Not quite the player I thought he was going to be, and the same with Tom Solanke. So we're going to need midfielders next season. That's one thing that we are definitely going to need. Happy with Christopher John. Again, just a backup option. And I really feel sorry for Curtis Anderson. Obviously, he came in at a time when we thought that he might be challenging Ryan Boot for that number 1 spot. And then not long after that, our scouts obviously picked up on Felipe. And Felipe come into us, and he's actually outed Ryan Boot. He's a superior keeper. He's got lots and lots of potential, as well as being a very good young goalkeeper. So we'll probably move Anderson on in the summer, which is a little bit harsh considering he's come in and made no appearances for us. It is what it is, though. It happens. So, a season to remember from us. It was a season of unlikely yet jubilant success for the Moors, who consistently defied the odds from the outset and were eventually crowned champions. So, we were expected to fight bravely against relegation. We actually finished top of the pile, 4 points clear. We played very well for a majority of the season. We can have no grumbles at all. In the FA Cup, we were supposed to be competitive. We got through to the 4th round. We knocked out opposition above us at every stage, and then obviously we lost comprehensively to Newcastle, but it was always going to be a big ask. We didn't do anything in the Carabao Cup, in all fairness. We got taken out by Watford on penalties after a 1-1 draw. And in the Papa John's Trophy, I hate calling it that, we got through to the quarterfinals and we were knocked out by Chelsea under-23s, and again that was on penalties. So when we've come across much better opposition than us, we've either beaten them or taken them all the way to penalties. So I'm really not too scared at the moment. I'm looking forward to next season. Biggest win of the season then was a 6-1 victory over Cambridge United. Goals from Will Russ, Jordan Cox, Joe Sparrow, and Devontae Aaron-Sibia. Match to remember, the 4-1 win over Stevenage. Very, very good performance early on in the season. Goal of the season then goes to Reece Cole. And can we see this goal? Let's have a look, shall we? So it's this goal that we want to see right here. Let's have a look at the goal of the season as voted for by our fans. It's just going to load in. Dum, dum, dum. Was it a belter? Reece Cole to Russ to this is the one off of the intro, and it's just magnificent from so far out. Lovely goal, really well taken, so happy with that. And we're going to go through all of this again. Okay. The finances then. Was that the right screen that we wanted? Yes, finances. So, we have improved our financial situation really well. Saying that our reputation hasn't improved over the last season, I don't quite believe that, honestly. We were touted to go down or fight in a relegation battle. 150 to 1 pre-season we were, and we've ended up champions. How can we not have improved our reputation? That's nonsensical. No new sponsorship deals though, but we brought in some nice revenue. 558 shirts sold, Surprisingly, Sparrow is the number one shirt, with McGee and Russ backing that up, and then Cole and Donowa. Really surprises me that Donowa's actually on there, considering he is now our second choice right winger, but obviously still very, very popular amongst the fans. How we lined up then, our main 11 was obviously Ryan Boot, he was here for most of the season, Cover, Shiab, who we lost in January, Piggott, Hughes, Ball? No, that's not correct, is it? Ball, Cole, McGee, Sparrow, Cox and Will Russ. Obviously we lost Shiab, so in stepped Tizard. And then James Ball really shouldn't be there because that should be Jamie Osborne, but Osborne was injured for a long period of time, so maybe over the course of the season James Ball has actually played more games. Scored some very good goals. Again, all around, we can't complain. So our accolades then, our hard work and effort paid off the pitch, and such a great feat didn't go unrewarded at our end of season awards ceremony. I won Manager of the Month twice in the year. Hopefully I will be winning Manager of the Year, but we won't see that just yet. Fans Player of the Season then Jordan Piggott, the centre-back, obviously our captain at the moment. Dion McGee, 21-year-old attacking midfielder, is our Young Player of the Season. Signing of the Season goes to Will Russ. We obviously know that Reece Cole is the man who's got Goal of the Season. Top goal scorer is Will Russ. Most assists is Dion McGee with 16. Will Russ with 7 Player of the Matches, and Will Russ with our highest average rating. Right then, in terms of records, James Ball has beaten our most goals by a player in a match by scoring 4. Most goals in a player in a league match is Will Russ with a hat-trick. Most clean sheets in a season is Ryan Boot with 14, broke the record there. Most Player of the Match awards in the season, Will Russ wins that with 7. Jamie Osborne, it's not a record to be happy with, is it? 14 yellow cards and 2 red cards. Oh my gosh. And Felipe then, it becomes our youngest player at 16 years old and 147 days. Our highest transfer fee paid this season was Ronnie Coley at £400, and our highest fee received was for Tariq Shihab, $250,000. So we can't complain. We've done well in terms of our finances and making money. Buying players in cheap or getting them in completely free and then making a profit. We need to carry on with that trend really at the moment. We're not quite in the territory where we're going to be paying a lot of money for players. We just can't afford to do it. So we've done very well to get where we are. Just absolutely buzzing. I hope you guys have enjoyed it all so far. It's been a little bit of a long-winded one today. I do apologise, but wanted to go through everything. I will see you on Friday for a catch-up on all of our transfers and the first game in League Numero Uno. Gentle boys and gentle girls, all have a fantastic afternoon. See you Friday. Bye-bye.